As you guys know, for our AVD, we want this to be over 100%. All right, that means people on average are watching our video through more than once. And how do we achieve this? To achieve above 100% AVD, there are various strategies we can put in place. All right, number one, the first thing I want to go through is varying emotion. And this is very crucial, guys. So I'm just going to give you a graph just for an example, all right? So say on this side is emotion. So this is the viewer, this is the emotion the viewer's feeling. And on the x-axis, we're going to have the time of the video. So time of vid. Says like 24-second vid. So what you really want to make sure you're achieving is you want to make the viewer's emotion go something like this. All right. It's like a movie. It's like in any film, you see, in some moments you feel really happy, in some moments you feel really sad. And this applies to shorts as well. So, say if you watch the first video, the first clip should be shock or tension. Then the viewer could feel a funny emotion, and then they feel angry here, and then they feel the cute emotion here. You see where I'm going with this, guys? So, this is very important. What you do not want to do, so this is not what to do. So it's going to be same y and x-axis. You don't want to have the viewer's emotion going like this. So at a still level. So say you're ranking best roller coaster moments and you're only including funny clips. By the first clip, it's funny, second clip it's funny, and then eventually by the third or fourth, the viewer's going to get bored. So this will equal boredom. So the viewer is going to get bored, and this will lead to a drop in your AVD. So you really need to put the viewer on a roller coaster of emotions. The second thing I want to run through, and which is very important, is to not have a clear payoff in the last clip. Okay, I'm gonna give an example of this. So I'm gonna draw another graph. Let's do it. So here's a graph. You're ranking first, second, third, fourth, and you're ranking the fifth clip. For this fifth clip, what you do not want to do is say this is a riser, and then you're gonna have a payoff. So say some animal shits themselves or something. That's the payoff. And then you have some dead space at the end. Because you're using a riser, and then you have like a vine boom or a sound effect that's indicative of a payoff, the viewer's going to swipe off as soon as they see this. And then this dead space, it's going to cause something like this, guys. I'm sure you've seen it before. And maybe you've seen it in some of your own graphs. Your AVD will kind of go like this, and then it'll be kind of flat, and then at the end you'll see a big drop. And this is going to damage our AVD pretty heavily. And it's almost impossible to get a 100% AVD with this drop here. To fix this issue, say we're going to use the same example of the dog shitting themselves in the clip. So in the final clip, you're not going to use a riser because this indicates a payoff. And you can still use a vine boom when the dog shits themselves, but you have to end it right after that. Okay, that is very important because otherwise it's going to cause a drop. The third and final thing is a personal strategy that I like to use that I think is a good idea for people doing ranking. So I'm gonna give an example. So doing ranking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So maybe you start at 3, then you go to 4, then you go to 5, then you go to 2, and the viewer thinks you're gonna go to number 1, but you actually end it at number 2. So you end here. And if you do it correctly with no clear payoff, the viewer thinks number 1's going to come. They don't swipe off and they're going to stay to see what number 1 is. But in actual fact, it's just replaying to number 5 or number 3 or whatever you started from. And this in turn is going to boost your AVD up. I don't see anyone talking about this kind of strategies, guys. And I think it's a great idea if you want to boost up your AVD.